Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So adjust the camera just a little bit. Yes, today we are painting, gotta show you real quick, that is the Feral Ghoul head. As you guys can see, I set up the camera a little bit better so you guys can see what I'm doing. We're painting, this is the Feral Ghoul from Fallout 4. I am not much of a painter, so I'm a foam fabricator, an educator, a teacher, but I'm still learning on the painting aspect of it. And when I was working in a spirit, I used to work in creature effects. There were some years I was originally started as a model maker. Um, well, a little bit, but I kind of fell into creature effects. I did like the Guyver movie and fell in with Steve and those guys, so I did a lot of shop work, and I was a foam fabricator at most of the monster shops, and I got to work with some people, and was a phenomenal painter. He's a number one go-to in Hollywood for monsters and just creature stuff. Is Tim Gore, and Tim Gore, I've known for a while. He hooked up with Createx colors and made his own brand of paints, which are called Bloodline, which is right here. Like, focus, Tim Gore, Bloodline. Come on, won't focus, focus. Anyway, Tim Gore, Bloodline. Is a series of like colors he likes to mix, so they're pre-mixed. So of course I went to the YouTube, the search for Tim Gore, and Tim Gore has a really in-depth video on how to paint a rubber mask. So I watched that video yesterday, and there's a lot of steps, and but the process and results is so cool. It's a lot of layering. I'm going to walk you guys through it today, and so that's what we're doing with this mask. And so, hey, Ted, I hope you're well, and that's the tracker image. Or serve you well. If you need any help, just let us know. Oh, James Morgan goes, oh, the trackers. Yeah, James. Yeah, thank you. I want to build one. I have it. I pulled it out. And again, I have to, there's things that have priorities. So what I have to do is I have to make myself a list of things that, like, because what happens, I get really wrapped up in something and then I get distracted. Then I come back and go, oh, I want to do this. But yes, I do want to do that. So let me get a sip of coffee here real quick. Oh, I realized doing all this prep, I should have had breakfast. So I ended up had no time to do breakfast. So I just did. I swallowed 3 raw eggs. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go to my app. Food. Raw eggs. Raw egg. That's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Thank you. Very fine. Thank you. All right. All right. Got it. Fantastic. Like Rocky, yeah, like Rocky style. I was like, oh, I got to stream at 9. I got to hurry. So I just gulp some eggs, so I don't get that hunger pain when I'm working. Mm. So today we're going to do a spattering technique. We're going to start with, again, everybody, really quickly, I'm going to leave all this information. Tim Gore, you guys want to get into painting and you want to do like creature stuff and fleshy paint, he's really good at painting organic things and monsters, and there's a little kind of a thought process he does. And when you watch him paint, he talks about it. It's really good. So again, I will have the link for Tim Gore. Once this video goes up, I will have the link for this below the video, so you guys can click on that and check it out. I'll add that to it. Oh, how heavy is my vest? I think it's all because it comes with little sandbags. I think it's 40, 45 or something like that. 40 pounds. Like when you put it on. And I did. Of course, Sunday's my day off. I didn't do my walk today, which I think if I get stuff done today, I might squeeze a walk in. I try to walk 2 times a day. I do one big long walk in the morning and do a short one in the evening, but about 3 o'clock. But I'm the thing I've added to my weight belt walking is I started working out again, and there's a guy called Built by Science. He's a little bit of a program. I'm doing that, so I work on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Saturday and Sunday I'm off. But I still try to walk in those. But anyway, hey everybody! Really quickly, a big shout out to my friend the Modifier. Modifier, how you doing, man? We got to catch up. I know the Modifier and I both have this thing. We're both married. So our free time is usually filled up with tasks that our wives give us. So, but Modifier, are you free today? I'm doing tile. I have to do tile today. I'm doing some tile in my wife's shop, but it shouldn't take too long. But it's great to see you, man. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna do some painting today. Coffee. Oh, a Modifier. I might hit you up for a favor. I'm making an alien tracker, and some people gave me the graphics, but I really don't have anything. I don't have a color printer to print on. I want the graphics so I can put it on the. I'm sorry, guys. This is personal nerd stuff. I'm talking during my live stream with my friends. I will save that Modifier when we talk, when we chat each other. Yeah, I know, brother. I hear you. Yep, depending on the time. Okay, let's get down to it. So what we're doing, starting off with, I'm gonna grab some paper towels too, is we have a chip brush, okay, and we have 3 different colors mixed up, for starters, and I have a list. Hold on. No, I'm thinking about. Let me find my list before we start. When I don't cook or just eat a can of tuna, you know what's funny? Jolt. Jort, I call it Jot. James Cameron, when he was doing T2, he was working really fast and he had no time to eat. He'd get a can of tuna and a can of peas. Like, can of tuna, a can of peas, and he would dump in a bowl, mix it, and eat it. So he'd get his carbohydrates and his protein really quick. And it wasn't heavy enough where you'd crash. Like, you know, when you eat something too heavy, you just crash. And you want to keep working, but you want to get some food in you. Yeah, that's what Cameron would do. He'd do a can of tuna and peas, and he'd mix them together. And I thought, what a great idea. But that's, yeah, good idea. That's great. And I just morning, I was like, oh crap, I didn't have tuna, but I had eggs. So, oh, get some resin at Michael's today. Michael sells resin. That's great. Shows you how to touch item that these stores carry stuff now. Hey, Tyrannus, how you doing? And Kevin, man, everybody's here today, guys. It's crazy. Today, oh shoot, we need to do bone white first. Yeah, hold on. I gotta fire up the airbrush. Let me see. We're going to do some spattering. That's what he told me to do first. Let me get an airbrush real quick. Did not think about that, did I? Let's do... Yeah, hold on. Let me set this up for you guys. Let's see this. So, sorry guys, I had to grab the airbrush. I realized before we start, he wants in the video, he talks about doing a spatter of bone white. So let's do that first. Let me find. That's transparent base versus bone white. Here it is. Got it. We're going to shake this paint up and get it ready. This we're starting off to do a spatter of bone, old bone white, he calls it. What I like about the Createx paints on the bloodline, they have these little bearings in them. So when you can shake, you can hear it rattling, which means it's going to get shake. I always like having something. Sometimes if paints don't have them, I take just a nut or a washer or a nut and just throw it in there and have something to mix the paint up with. Oh, finished my metal Sonic head out of foam clay. Wow. I know, foam clay, it's good stuff. Just takes it dries pretty fast. It's not really, I mean, here's the thing. It's heavier than you. Like when you're walking, you do burn calories, and you burn a lot of calories. But adding a little bit extra weight to your body, you know, it just helps, especially when you're not used to carrying that kind of weight. So the reason I do it is just to kind of amp up. You just burn more calories. I walk all the time. I thought, wait, if I put a weight vest on, I can burn more calories than I walk. So I just do it. It's you know, the only time it gets tough is when it's hot. When it's hot outside, yeah, and you're wearing the vest, you're like, oof. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this bone white and we're gonna thin it down too. So let's get over here. Let's go. I have my airbrush and move my microphone, guys. You can see this. Okay, here we go. We're going to add a drop of bone. Oh, the label's not off yet, guys. Let me take this thing. Yeah, see. Hold on. Peel this off. Oh, wait a minute. I usually have these mixing cups. Let me see if I can grab a mixing cup. Hold on. So I use a little mixing cup here. I'm going to drop a little bit of bone white in here. What, 2 drops? I'm going to get 3. Okay. And I have my reducer. The trick is, what you want to do is you want to put a spatter on it, like a little white speckled pattern on it. And the way to do that is to put that in your airbrush and then dial the pressure back a little bit. Yeah. Like this. You open up really wide, and let me see my pressure gauge in my airbrush real quick here. Just dial it back a little bit. Where am I? Right, that's coming out. So now I have to dial the pressure back. Hold on, guys, I can't tell if I'm going up or down. Oh, this way, sorry. Go the wrong direction. Man, how you doing? Okay. Hold on, guys. As you can see, I'm not prepared. Let me get this thing set up here. There we go. That's what I need to do. Perfect. Okay. Let's see how far. Need a little bit more pressure, a little bit more. let's try that. Oh, it is spattering. There he goes. It is subtle. I know you guys probably at home can't see this, but I think my white might need to be a little more concentrated. Yeah, hold on, a little bit more white, I think. A little bit more bone white. Like that, there you go. And some reducer. And how I mix it up is I kind of just put my tip over the airbrush and let it bubble. Well, that's if we had any pressure here. Hold on, let's put this back a little bit here. It's hard to see. I am not seeing this white at all. Hold on, guys. I think it's just too watered down. Okay. Right, here we go. I can't do it. Oh, I can see it. So, yeah, there it is. It's there. It's subtle, but it's there. I can see it now. Okay. I'm really happy with these ears, how they turned out. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, this is, here, hold on, guys. Let me just move this stand for a second. And do this with a hand, because oh, I can see it now. Okay. So let's let this, make sure you get behind, okay, get behind the jaw, behind the ears. All right. Okie dokie. There you go. It's a little spattered. It's hard to see, but it's there. Okay. We're going to let that dry. What I'm going to do is I'll use a hair dryer, but the one thing about hair dryers, do not use heat. Just use moving air. It always goes better. with drying stuff. You know, I'm thinking, I know the technique he's going for. I think I might get a better spatter technique if I just do it with a brush. So let's make a bigger cup of bone white here. Let me get a little bit of water. All right, a little splash of water and some reducer. This is the 4011. I know he likes to use the 4013, which I do not have. I definitely just want to reduce it a little bit so it spreads. And we're going to do the white technique again, but I can't get that airbrush to spatter like I'd like it to, so I'm going to add a little bit of bone white to this guy. And see if we can't get a better spatter with a chip brush. Because I know the look, oh yeah, here we go. So I mixed up a cup like this. And I got my colors. Let's move this out of the way before I throw paint everywhere. Let's do this. Hold on, guys. I'll move this. I'm going to move the monitor so I can see chat really quick. Sorry, guys. Okay. There we go. Let's get my chip brush, which is, we're gonna use a good old chip, and we're gonna dip it in and just kind of spatter it. But let me get some gloves on. Because I know the effect he's going for, and he had better control with the airbrush. Mine's not doing it, so I'm going to go ahead and do the chip brush thing and see if this works. And some paper towels. So something goes, I always get paper towels because sometimes if it gets too heavy or a spot, you can just blot it, and also you can clean your brush out. All right, here we go. Ooh. See, that's, yeah. Now, I'm getting spatters now. Yeah, that's more what I kind of wanted. I'm realizing maybe I should put cardboard down on my my work table before I started painting, but it's all right. I'll clean up later. But hold on, that's a little too heavy. Careful. But yeah, this is a little heavier, and you can actually see it. This is a little, yeah, hold on, it's a little too heavy-handed here. And yeah, see, you know, you guys can't really see it. I try to get it wet and just enough to where I can do a. Okay. Get a little closer. That's it. Oh. There we go. Oh yeah, this is looking better than when I... Spatters of white. This is cool because it's... hey. McBee, again, thank you so much. You guys, really quickly. Oh, there's my... that's my camera light. Move this so you guys can see it here. I'm going to move so you adjust so you guys see. With this, if I got to have skills to run an airbrush. I know I couldn't do it. There's he has an iWater. I have an iWater. I just didn't have the time to hook it up. But when you work on it, you can dial. You can get really good. I'm still out. Hey, a shout out. Hey Liba. Hey Liba, what's up? How you doing, man? Is that you? McBee, is that you, Liba? That's awesome. Hey, how you doing, man? I'm painting a monster head. Yeah, tell you what, the white looks good. Let's let it dry, and I can see where I'm at because it looks good when it's wet. It's hard to. Maybe just a little bit more drop of bone white in there. Make it a little stronger, maybe. Let's see. I think it looks good when it's wet, but when it dries, it gets a little. And also, I'm trying to work out my spatter technique. Oh, good, bro. Miss you. Oh, man, do we miss you too? Oh, hey, Tanya from Edmonton. How you doing, Tanya? Thanks for joining us today, Tanya. I'm painting. Let me show you guys real quickly. There's guys. Oh, sorry. Doesn't look like much like this is the ghoul head. I'm doing a spatter technique right now on the. I'm doing a little spatter of white, and I think it's still a little weak, so I added some more paint to the white. I'm trying to get a spattering thing going. It just seems very faint, but I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna let it. Again, these are techniques I learned from my friend Tim Gore, who is a great industry monster painter, and he does have a really good tutorial video on how to paint mask. So I just basically watched that like 2 nights before and watched his techniques. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that sounds kind of cool. And Tim does the same thing that I do. He's like, you can teach people how to paint. He's like, my technique is I'm good at it because I've done it for a long time. He goes, but it's something you guys can do. And I'm a firm believer in the same thing. And Tim's Gore, and the same meaning with foam, is that the more you work with it, the better you get. And Tim's a phenomenal painter, and he likes to teach. He shows his techniques, and he's not secretive at all about his techniques. He likes to show people what he does, and he's like, I want to teach people how to paint, and that's why Tim has his own line of paint too. So, oh, this is looking good. I'm liking it now. Let me just keep going. One more. Let me do another spot around here with the white. And Tim talked about when he painted, there's things he would learn, like not to go heavy on this. He talks about blue, how he's really scared of blue when he puts blue on it. It's very subtle. So I'm going to do the same thing. Once we get this on and we let this dry, we're going to do blue is next. And he said blue you want to be really careful with and don't go crazy because it's subtle. He goes, because what happens is you're doing these colors and they start to overlap. They make different colors. And you want to create that kind of unevenness of human skin. So, oh, this is coming together. It's looking good. It's looking good. Oh, yeah. All right, let that. So we're going to stop on that. Let that dry. And While it's doing that, I want to catch up with chat really quickly. Tanya, how you doing? Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Love the show. Thanks, my RoboCop versus Mashiko Noguchi. It's a shirt my friend Aaron got me for my birthday. Yes, Tanya's right. These particular brands of airbrush paints I'm using, these Createx, this is the Bloodline color. When you're doing this stuff with the paints, the pigments are really, really strong. So when you get a kid, you're like, oh, it's so much money for just a little bottle, and you're like, this is designed to go a long way. I have these paints here, and I'm happy because I can do a ton of projects with these bottles they gave me. I hooked up with Createx, and they sent me all their colors I'm playing with right now. This Bloodline, he talks about in his videos that it's very concentrated, so you thin it down. So I've made a bunch of watered down bases of these colors. I'm getting impatient. Let's get this hair dry out real quick. It goes a long way, no joke. All right. Tanya, did you have as much fun at GameCon Canada as I did? Because I don't know, because I had a pretty good time there. It was a lot of work, but a lot of fun. Everybody was so like friendly and nice, and just was. And I did 2 workshops, which again, Devin over at Red Moon Cosplay Solutions, which is your local Canadian supplier for EVA foam. We did a workshop together, and I coordinated with him to do the workshops. And the Molly Retirement Fund. Kevin, hey guys, really quickly, he's referring to my hair dryer, which is pink, so I named it Molly, as in Molly Ringwald from Pretty in Pink. So this is Molly. I use Molly a lot when I'm working. Oh my God, I did. Yes. They're gonna be there. What was funny, they're such a great crew of guys, and they all had to spread themselves so thin because I don't think they were prepared for the amount of people that showed up. So it did really well, and they're preparing for next year. I told them, like, I had such a good time. I'm begging them to bring me back next year. It was so much fun. I can't wait to come back. I really want to do it again. Molly's hot, isn't she? She's great. Two things I want to do. I want to paint. I'm going to take the masking tape. I'm realizing I have these teeth and they're cool. And I'm just throwing paint. I want to get. I already just had clean paint off of them from doing this base color because I forgot to mask them off. So let's go ahead and throw some tape on these teeth so I don't keep getting paint on them. There's another technique I forgot about. It kind of popped in my head when spattering. Tim likes to use the brush like this and just kind of flick it. And I found I have more control when they're cut shorter, and it makes a tighter pattern. It spatters tighter, and I like that better. So I'm gonna do that. Let me get my scissors here. I'm gonna take these guys and cut them halfway, so it makes it so I can get back with my thumb and go. And I've spattered like that before, and I've had better control. So I'm better with that. So let's do that. But I want to cut here on camera. I'm gonna do this over a garbage can. So hold on. Yes, see, this I have more control over. I can just go. It spatters better for me. So the next color we're going to use is this blue, and he's like, be careful with the blue. So I'm gonna try to be careful with the blue. So I think we're done with the white. And the white's all right. It looks better when you just do an airbrush, but I couldn't really get it to work. So I mean, you guys don't really see it. I'm sorry, hold on. You guys can't really see it, but it's there. It's a little blown out in the video. But we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to do blue. Let me get my gloves on. Somebody asked me where I'm going to premiere this costume at, and I don't know, but I know I'm kind of mostly making it for Monsterpalooza next year. So whatever I premiere it, I'm definitely going to wear it at Monsterpalooza, because that's a great place to wear something like this. My alien egg costume I made, that video went viral and went everywhere. People went nuts with it. And people were like, oh, did you make money from it? So it wasn't really my video. It was somebody else's video, but I'm just glad I got out there. People got to see it. I got more followers. Okay, so now, here's the blue. Let's see how... it's not very strong. So... yeah, it's not strong at all. It's super... here, let's try this. Let's go one more drop on the blue. I'll give you a little stronger. Oop, yeah, you see heavy drips, you just do this. They're too heavy. Hit them with a paper towel, just pick them up a little bit. The blue's kind of mixing with the white, which is fine. It's what's going to happen. You know, colors are going to make different colors, so. There you go. Okay. Oh, there it is. Ooh, not too much. Ooh, that's subtle. I like it though. Turn around this side. Let's do the. Oops, sorry. I want to get the. Let's get the front of the face. Yeah, anything too big or drippy, I tap with a paper towel. It's trying to get the pattern kind of evenness though, so it's like. Okay. Back here. Oh, sorry, a little heavy drip there. Touch that. Got it. Yeah, he makes it look, again, I know people say it to me all the time, but watching Tim paint makes it look so easy. And that's because he does it a lot. I was like, dude, I'm not getting the patterns like he does. His technique, he's definitely mastered. But I think I'm going to come here. I got to get underneath the chin. Don't want to forget the chin. And I want to get behind the ears on this guy too. Okay. Oops. Get on the nose. Okay. Again, let's let that dry. It's very subtle. Oh wow, it is. I tell you what, I know it's hard to see, but it was this really flat flesh base. As you guys start to see, it's starting to get modeling down. It's starting to become less intense and more organic looking, which is the effect you want. But it's a little time consuming. But again, let's let this dry and let me mask the teeth. I keep forgetting to mask the teeth off. So. Hey Sean, with the airbrush technique, yeah, the trick with the airbrush is you mix your color really thin, and you open up the nozzle so it's really wide, and you dial the pressure down, and you just kind of gently press on it so the air is like going, it's like spattering, like really low, and it has a tendency to spatter. And I'm able to do that with my Pache. Just couldn't get it to do it today. It was being a pain in the butt. But I have an Iwata, and that's what Tim Gore did with an Iwata. So I gotta start playing with a different airbrush. But we're gonna let this dry first. And this thing, before you start spattering colors and colors, you don't want them to mix while they're still wet. So I want this to be really dry before I start moving on to my next color. So my next color is Vile Green is our next one. And all we're doing really is this is still the base color. We're not doing airbrushing yet. We're just to get the base down to where we like it. Blue, green, yeah, it's called, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. It's a particular green. Vile green. Hey Becky, how you doing, man? We're doing my favorite thing, painting. Wah, wah, wah. I kid because it's my least favorite thing to do, but I'm learning. What's fun about this is right now, what's giving me kind of hope is that this goofy, basey flesh color I have on this, it's already looking better. And I've already done like a white and a blue, and it's already looking good. Yeah, still some wet spots here. Hold on. Oh, really quickly, somebody's asking me. Blue, green, I saw something. Oh, Kevin goes, Ted, what did you make for the show Drop Dead Divas? Oh my God. Wow. Yes. That was actually a nightmare. I had to make a giant flower. There's like this giant flower, and they sent us pictures. And of course, it was TV, so it was like, go, 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 go. So my boss is like, hey, could you make this? Could you make this out of foam? This giant flower. So I'm like, okay. So I start painting it, and I wasn't really sure on the colors. Like, well, we don't want this color. I'm like, well, then send me a picture of what you guys want. So I start painting it, and then it's like it was very orange looking, very orangey or something like that. And the guy I'm working, they say it needs to be more green because again, this is what happens with the digital age. People are sending pictures back and forth, but they go to the wrong people. It's like somebody says one thing, but nobody's like the person in charge. So anyway, they're going back and forth. I'm like, I can't. It's light. I said, are you sure? And they're like, oh, you got this. And so I end up painting it. They want it dark, so I go back and do dark green. And they're like, no, we want it orange. I'm like, well, I just painted green like you asked me. 2 people told me to do this. And then they're like, no, don't change it. I'm like, well, it's too late. But like they wanted it, so you can't make something lighter unless you start all over again. But anyway, I made a giant flower. Oh, you guys can, I think it's on my website. You can go to props I made, and I think I have a picture of the giant flower I did for Drop Dead. It was ridiculous. And again, I had like a matter of days, and I had to foam fabricate it. And it was ridiculous. So, is that show still around? What I don't even know what the show was about. Drop Dead Divas. All right. Well, now this is drying. Let me take this opportunity to mask off those teeth because I keep forgetting to do that. And if we don't do it, I'll forget again. So, here. All right. But see, now, I know you guys can see this kind of modeling is happening. There's blue and white. I just want to come in here with some tape and just, there. Take this tape, cut the strips. That and down here some teeth. Yeah, cover these teeth up. I love these teeth. Oh, the show Drop Dead Divas. Did my name pop up on something, or was it on an IMDb or something? I don't know. It's like, I need to update my IMDb. It's like, but I don't want to pay for it. They're like, oh, you want to be on IMDb? You have to pay for it. I'm like, I work in the industry. Why should I have to pay to work in the industry? Besides, IMDb is so screwed up. Did we ever settle on the name of the ghoul? Oh, on your site. Okay. So you did see it. Okay. That's where you saw it. That's a deep cut. I don't know yet. I think it's too early to name the ghoul because we really don't have him yet until he's in the costume. Is there an upside for paying for IMDb? I don't think so, Becky. Oh, I actually have 2 air compressors because I didn't realize that I had a moisture trap. I thought ruined it. I have a moisture trap on mine. You definitely need a moisture trap on the big ones. I have a big air compressor I use. I have a little airbrush, little guy right here. It has a little trap on it, but anyway. Okay, let's get some tape on this. Got this guy. All right, that's good. Let's take a look at this guy. Make sure he's dry. Yeah, everything's dry. One more time over here. All right, fantastic. I keep going through gloves. All right, that's why I get disposable gloves. Now let me do a quick sip of my coffee. Oh yeah, this lighting rig I got, for like the TikTok thing, little ring light. I just put the Logitech camera, and just clamped it onto the lamp so you could get a nice shot. So when I do the overhead shot, you guys can actually see the head, and it's lit beautifully because there's the light just above it, so you guys can actually see what I'm working on. Nice. So I like this setup, so I might be doing this more often when I start building something. Like when you're working with patterns and gluing, it's great to see above, and when I start getting this stage, is a switcher from the side, so you guys can see what's happening from the side. Okay, coffee. Okay, guys, really quickly, if you guys are watching me on Twitch, I have my chat open on YouTube. So if you guys are asking questions or chatting on Twitch, I appreciate you guys' support for watching me there, but I do have the chat open on my YouTube only. So if you guys want to say hi, come on over to YouTube and say hello. All right, gloves on. Let's do green. Green's next. I'm digging the RoboCop. It's a female RoboCop, and versus Mashiko Noguchi. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. We're discussing glitter on Twitch. Hey, props. It's Much Props. Hey, Much Props. How you doing, man? Welcome. Thanks for hanging out. We're painting today. Oh, it was Much Prop asking about the T-shirt. A lot of actors using IMDb so they can all the cheap shows on their resume. Many cheaper productions don't submit full cast list. Okay. Do I shop Harbor Freight all the time, dude? That's where I get 90% of my stuff, especially when I started. All right, here we go. Here's the scary part. Getting bolder colors. Again, what we're doing is just layering different colors. So far, we've done white, blue, the white and blue spatter, and now we're moving up to a green. All right. So once I do them, I'll put them aside so I know I've already done them. And I might save these. I'm gonna do the same thing to the neck. So here you go. We start doing the green. We start with the face first, very subtly. This is my technique. Again, he keeps the colors really watery. He talks about in the video, keep them watered so they're more diluted. I just do a little this spatter technique. Yeah. Let me tell you. Let's just do one more drop of green. I think the green can be a little stronger. So. Boop, there you go. Okay. Now I do have it thinned down quite a bit. It's just trying to get little droplets on there, and we're doing it with a brush and not a airbrush. So I dip it, wet it, try to do a test. There you go, like this. oops, like you said, it gets a little too heavy. Take a paper towel, dab it. Oop, a little too heavy here too. Dab, dab, dab. I don't know, maybe I might have to, not bad. Every time I see a little big drop, I just take a paper towel and touch it. Like, they take forever to dry. I always think something's not dark enough, but then the more you spatter, you start to see it. Oh, see there. That's a good spatter right there. All right. Wow, and I think the further back I get, the better spray I have. So. Get down here. We'll spatter there. Okay, that. And you don't want. Oh, don't forget again. Focus on the ears. Don't miss the ears, Ted. Get the ears. That ear, let's get this ear, get a little green in there. All right, that, and I want to get a little bit of green right here. I have to keep reminding myself less is more. Like, just keep it light, because it may seem light to you, but when it dries, it's overlapping, making different colors. Oh wow, that does look good. Okay, all right, there you go. Let's get the top of the head. Although Tim says in reality, the top of your head doesn't get a lot of color. It's really pale because it's just a thin skin over a skull, so it doesn't have much color. So not to go too nuts on the top, but when you start getting to the reds, there's not a lot of stuff back up. Not a lot of stuff going on in the tissue. It's just that. All right, good. Ooh, wow, this looks great. Let me dry and let me bring this closer to the camera so you guys can see what's going on here. The thing to remember too is that this is just the base. We're kind of creating a multi-layered color flesh base, and then you can start pumping up the details. And already I'm watching it, and like it looks really cool. And I can't tell you. Oh, Tim Gore has a. So if you guys just get on YouTube and type in Tim Gore, shows you how to painting a rubber mask. It's a 3-part video, and it's really good. Mitch McConnell, yeah, like a corpse, a walking corpse. Oh, this looks so good. Let me get this dry and I'll show you. Get it closer to camera. I'm starting to see all the different colors in here. Oh, wow. Oh, All right, guys, I'm gonna try to bring this close to the camera. With the, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it with the lighting, but here. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, you can't see it on video. It's just there's a lot of modeling going on as a base, but well, let's turn this light off and see if this makes it any better. Right. You can kind of it's hard to see, guys. Sorry, but it's subtle, but it's all there. It's so cool. There's all the stuff happening, but it's not the bright pinky flesh it was before, and it's coming together. So the next step is we're gonna do purple, and I'm gonna go a little. This was what color was this again? This was the. Oh, let me double check. This is vascular violet. Do one more drop of vascular violet. Just a little stronger. There you go. And we'll mix that up. This is vascular violet. Again, this paint is really, really concentrated. These little jars I'm making, I'm gonna keep because I have to do the same thing to the neck. Because that's the thing you have to understand. I was going to do was I was going to paint the head and the neck at the same time, but I realized for a video it's just going to take forever, me going back and forth. So I just want to go ahead and focus on the head, and then I'm going to keep all these paints out and do the same technique to the neck. And again, we're not airbrushing yet. We're just going to do the base colors, all the spatters, and get everything ready to start doing the airbrush, because I got to do some more research on the airbrushing on the colors I want to do. Oh, Tyson was here. Tyson? Who? What? Oh, he goes, oh, hey Gundam, don't worry, you didn't miss anything. We're just painting. That's all we're doing. Oh, Neil asked me, goes, Ted, did you work on Drive with Steve Wang? I saw there's a screen. Yes, I didn't work on it. I'm in it. I acted in it. I acted a body. There's a climactic ending of the movie where a hero is trying to meet with these guys to help him, and the guy shows up, and I'm one of the guy's bodyguards, and I have a Glock, I think, and action ensues, and gunfire happens, and I get taken out. I get shot in the chest by a machine gun that goes, and I die. Jay says, oh my God, I didn't think about matching. Yeah. Oh, Tanya, that's the first thing I thought of when I was painting. I was like, oh, the neck. Because it goes from head to neck immediately. So normally I would paint them at the same time. But I know the process, and I keep it on the cups. I'm just going to do the same process. I'm not going to airbrush. I'm just going to get all the basing modeling done first before I start airbrushing. But yeah, Neil, I'm going to that. I bought a ticket for that. I got to tell Steve that I'm going. Because if they're going to do a Q&A or something like that, I definitely want to be a part of it. It was so much fun working on that film. And again, that film did not get the love. The distributors, the guys that financed it, put the money up, didn't know how to sell a movie. Because Miramax wanted it. And they were like, we want more money. I'm like, dude, just get the film out there. They could have sold it and went to Miramax, and it would have came out before Rush Hour. Because it's basically, they did Rush Hour first. It would have worked. But anyway. Yeah, thanks. Oh, somebody's next Darkling says hello on Twitch. Hello, thank you. Thanks for watching. We're painting today, and we're ready for. This is called. Oh, sorry. Gotta make it the right color here. This is Vascular Violet. Here we go. Same thing. We're gonna spatter and then dry. All right. So, Vascular Violet. Dip it in here. Okay. We'll do this side. Let's start on the side. Oof. Again, very, very splotchy. It's good. Too splotchy, too drippy, no drip. It's that thing of trying to flip it on and have it on here, but not too heavy. I'm trying to master my spattering technique, which is a bit of a chore here. Yeah, and then kind of stand back. Like that. I want to go heavy, and I keep thinking about when Tim says that it's like less is more. You got to be careful. You just want everything to be thin because you're just spraying. Because it'll make other colors when it overlays, right? So, and the process that it takes, that I have to do this all over again on the neck. Okay, I need to stand back. Ooh, I gotta get the back here behind the ears. Oh, yeah, come here. What I've been doing is I'm dipping in here, and I do a spatter on the cardboard first to kind of knock out the heaviness of it all, and then come back a little bit. Yeah, like that. There's something that popped in my head that somebody said while I was watching Wrexham as Ryan Gosling and not Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney they bought a soccer team in a old mining town that was kind of falling apart, and they're like underdogs, and they basically bought this team and saved these guys, and they are amazing players. But anyway. But the guy said before a game, they're playing their big match, which will make it or break it. And he said, before you start the game, close your eyes and go back to when you were like 9 or 10 years old, and the feeling you had when you played, because you played just for fun. And that's the thing you have to remember when playing. And I thought that's the same thing when I'm working, that sometimes it gets a little crazy, but you have to sometimes remind yourself, if you're on a job or a con crunch or something like that, or things aren't coming together like you want them to, and you get a little frustrated, say, don't forget you got into this before. It's because it's fun. And I am the first to admit that sometimes I forget that this is fun. I got into this because it's fun. Would I like to be richer and make more money and all that kind of stuff? Yeah, I would, but it's like, this job is the best. I love this stuff. Now, I think the violet, this is the vascular, what is it called again? The vascular violet, this is good. I don't want to do any more vascular violet. I think we're done. All right. And we're going to dry. What's cool is I can see all the different colors all spattered. It's just really cool. A lot of stuff's happening here. Let me chat while we're drying. You can yell. Yell in the microphone. that it's a process, but it's not impossible. It's just you got to work on the technique. I've never done this before. This is my first time doing anything like this, and I need to start challenging myself because that's what I like doing is teaching. If I only teach you guys what I know at a certain point, I'm not learning anything anymore. I need to start learning techniques and things as well. And I can't tell you how much I've taught and showed a technique, and somebody out there will take the technique that I've done and improve on it, or show me another technique. I'm like, that's great. And I love learning from the community. So like, so this is my first time really doing something like this. So I'll share this with you guys. But again, Tim Gore is the gentleman that I watched the video. I've known Tim for years, and he always said that. We used to hang out back in the old days, Tim Gore and I, when the industry was booming and he was working, we were working. And he kept telling me, he goes, dude, just give me a day and I'll teach you how to paint. He goes, amongst all of your paint jobs, and Tim would say, it's not that difficult, Ted. I'll show you. Like, just give me a day. And I'm like, but you know, when you're working, there's no time to schedule anything. And so it was nice that Tim got hooked up with Cratex, and then Cratex asked him to do a video on painting. So all these years later, I finally get that time to sit down with Tim and have him teach me how to paint. And I'm doing it right now on YouTube. And that's the power of YouTube, what we're doing right now. This is community that we can all share techniques. It's amazing, because before YouTube, this was impossible. And the only way to get these techniques was either to work, if the only way you would ever to meet Tim Gore and learn his technique was to work in the movie industry and have to work next to him. And that was it. That's where the gatekeeping and elitism thing started in the movie industry, because that's how everything was done. But now with YouTube, like, the gloves are off. He's like, hey, here's my technique. And Tim's like me. I don't care. I'll show you. I'm not like, oh, it's a trade secret. Like, screw that. It is a technique he wanted to share, and he always wanted to do it. Tim would show anybody if he wanted to. And so when Cratex hit him up, he's like, yeah, sure, I'll show you. I'll paint a rubber mask. And even better yet, he came hooked up with Cratex and has his own line of paints, which is great because Tim's showing the paint, but he's doing one step further, is that he can show you the paint to buy. And Cratex has all his colors, so get his pack. He's like a Cratex value pack. You put them all together. So anyway, that's my thing about gushing about Tim Gore, because he does teach and he's amazing. And right now, I'm looking at what I'm doing with this, and I never would have learned this on my own, because I would never think this would ever, like, these colors we spatter. You know, do this, and like that sounds ridiculous, and it works. But he does talk about you can't be too heavy with one or the other. You have to be really careful. So. Anyway, yeah, this is exciting because I'm just watching this and seeing all these colors come together, and it's modeling. And it looks fantastic. The thing is, I just have to do this on the neck, the hands, the feet. It's just, I got a lot to do. Some people really suck. Some people are just awesome. Oh, that's right, Becky. Sean says, I got a lot of my foam paints and equipment while working on tons of OT. Literally, I had more time than money. Yeah, I know, brother. I hear you do. Skills and competing in cosplay contests is a big combo right now on threads. Skills and competing in cosplay contests is a big combo right now on threads. What are they talking about, Becky? I mean, it's skills, but it's like, I think everybody stronger in certain skills than others. I pick up foam. I'm good at foam. I know I can see things quicker than people because I do it a lot. And some people are better at certain things. But it's like, but you can do everything. I find that the more stuff you do, you learn you're better at one thing than another. But there's some things you like to focus on. And painting, I'm not one of my favorites, but it is looking better. Again, this video doesn't do any justice because it's hard to see, but you can see it's not that bright peach. It looks more modeled, looks better now. And that's the cool thing about it. It's like, and what is my next color? My next color is, ooh, yellow. All right, I don't have yellow yet. Let me mix some yellow, guys, really quick. Wow. Again, I'm always nervous. He says, he doesn't, in the video when he did his mask, he did very little yellow. He did yellow, but not a lot of it. So I'm gonna make some yellow right now. I have a cup of water right here. A little splash of water, like that. A little bit of my reducer. And where's my yellow? Right here. Is that the yellow? This is more of an orange than it is a yellow. Yeah, he used yellow. Hold on, let me grab. I have a yellow. Let me just grab a yellow real quick. Also, kudos to Cretex for putting like a little bearing or something inside here, so when you shake the paint, you can hear it rattling like a can of spray paint, and that's a great way to mix paint. We're chasing down niche self-published craft books. We are no longer chasing down niche self-published craft books for learning. No, I love Beverly's book. I watch a lot of tutorials, but in doing my own way. Did you have fun in Canada? Oh my God, much props. If you ever can get out there, if you can get anybody to bring you out, it's awesome. Canadians are just so friendly and nice, and the community's great. It's just great to hang out with fellow makers and talk to them, and the passion and love. And that was one of the things we enjoyed about the costume contest, even though it was crazy fast. We had a lot of people we had to judge in a short span of time, but the cosplayers that came in were just really nice, and they were really liking our input and reflection of how Lauren does cosplay, and I were working together, and Lauren and I really worked well together. We dug it. We thought, oh my God, this is so great. We're yin to each other's yang, so we really want to do it together again. So we're trying to make it a package deal with people. I'm doing Anime Expo next weekend, and if I'd known sooner, I would have pitched Lauren to bring Lauren, because Lauren's amazing. But yeah, Canada's awesome. Gundam says, I gotta say, I'm going to surprise the Ghoul has no yellow except for the school. Well, the thing it's the yellow's a spatter. It's all just modeling Gundam. It's not. It's very light. It's just we're layering different spatters of color. And Tim Gore walked me through it, and the stuff he's doing looked amazing, and it looks great. So I'm following his lead. So after this, I had to do Surgery Sienta, Coagulated Crimson, Blunt Trauma. I think it's 7 colors we spatter on this thing to get the color. It's exciting. It looks, and I won't lie, it looks great. It looks really good. So I'm just doing what I'm told and learning. The pink gold carrying tray. So it's gonna be a cool costume. I'm talking those spiral bound office books print before there were internets. Oh, I've never seen those big. I bought a Vortex, a thing lab used to mix virals. I have no idea, but it's better than shake. Oh, little shakers. I'm just talking about little shaker things. Because I got to judge a con for. Oh, you got to judge for Halloween. That sounds like fun, Becky. Oh, you get to meet Benny. Yeah, Benny's great. Much props. He's a sweet guy. I like Ben a lot. He's a great guy. Went to Edmonton and painted the bar restaurant out. They called and have mercy. I painted a bar restaurant out there. Call it. Oh, have mercy. Oh, the bar. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to go anywhere. I was working. I wanted to see more in Edmonton. Pete and I were in and we were out. It was pretty fast. We had a flight screw up. Speaking of anime, I plan on wearing my cyborg Totoro Zente Zuki mashup and a Grand Rapid Comic Convention event this fall. Okay, well, man, good luck on that. Congratulations too. Sean, let's get college. All right, sorry guys. I think this is sugaring up pretty good because we only need a couple of drops of yellow in here, and we do the same technique. We're just gonna spatter. I know this guys is not very exciting. It's mostly chatting because I got to spatter these paints. Oh, that was a lot, Ted. Hold on. I may add a lot of yellow in that. Ooh, that's a strong yellow, guys. A little bit more I wanted, but I'll have to be very careful with my yellows. But I think what Tim Gore is doing, which is brilliant, is that there's so many different colors in the human skin, the flesh, and trying to create a translucency, trying to make something look translucent when it's not, is one of the techniques, and that's what this modeling, that's what you're achieving, because you have so many spatters of different colors overlapping, making new colors just like human skin. So that's what makes this exciting. So let's go ahead. I'm always nervous when I'm spattering because I don't want to screw it up. And again, I'm using the same brush. You can use the same brush because it's mixing anyway. It doesn't really matter. Tim doesn't cut his bristles. He keeps them long and flicks them. And I wasn't getting the pattern I wanted, so I cut them a little bit shorter. Yeah, it's a little transparent, so we're going to do that. So let's do this, guys. Yep, prop it up like that. Perfect. Everything's oh my god, this looks so cool. This looks really cool, guys. It is a process, though. Guys, honestly, I don't think we'll be able to make all the colors in the stream today. Like, I'll get as much as I can today. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Wow. Okay. See, I think that's done. I don't need to do any more than that. That's perfect. There's some thick spots. Just dab them with a sponge. A little too heavy there. That's fine. Oh man, it looks so good. Let's come back here, hit this spot. What I do is I dip it in here. I blow up the excess. And I kind of comb with the cardboard, spatter a little bit. Get the heavy stuff off, so I can just do. So when I spatter, it's just a little light. There we go. Over here. Yeah, because this yellow is really, really strong. That's why I can just do one. I think I'm gonna get away with one pass because it's there we go. It's a little in the again, I can't. Let's get this. I can't forget the ears. Get the ears. The behind ears. Don't miss the ears. All right. Up underneath the chin. The chin. There we go. Okay, good times. Let this dry. Going because White Dragon Emperor on Twitch says, haven't seen you for a long time. How are you? I am good, White Dragon Emperor. How you doing? I've been working, like, working on stuff like this and things, whatnot. But like I said, everywhere. I don't know if the news really talks about it anymore, but the industry, Hollywood's kind of dead, and they don't talk about it in the news. But because they moved everything to London, because people who watch movies don't give a crap. But people working in the industry knows it's pretty much dead. So I've been doing my thing, but I have some things I'm working on, but I don't want to talk about it right now because I want to keep it kind of a surprise. But I am going to Anime Expo next weekend, and I'm going to be judging the costume contest with a lot of other amazing cosplayers and judges. We're doing that together, and I'm strictly judging. I don't have a booth or a table. I'm just there to help judge, and it's going to be a chore, but I'm looking forward to doing that. Oh, Muchpop goes, thanks for the paint tutorial, Ted. Gotta go now to the yard. Oh, gotta mow the yard. I hope everyone's... Hey, really quick, Muchpops, you can. It's Tim Gore, which I'll put links for this below the video, but Tim Gore is the guy that basically taught me, and he has a better video than I do. But basically me funneling people to Tim, because what I've learned from him, I want to pass on to you guys. This is super cool. Thanks for hanging out. Muchpops, thanks for hanging out today. You too. Have a good one, man. He's got to go out and do dad duties, guys, like I do today, so... This looks so good. All right. Now we're moving on to yellow to, what is the other one? Oh, what is it again? It's Surgery Sienta. All right, guys. I think this is going to be our last color. Although we have, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors total, and we're up to. I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we've done 4 colors, and I've got 3 more to go. So we're gonna do the Surgery Santa, and then we're gonna call it quick because it's 10:34. Normally I'd go longer, but I have some things I have to do today. So we're gonna do this color. Again, everybody, I want to take a big moment out to say thank you, everybody who shows up every Sunday, which is great and it's supportive. Telling people about my channel and teaching people. SKS Props has another great source for painting, weathering, and techniques. Oh yeah, he's a painter. When it comes to like props and stuff like that, I always direct people to SKS for painting. For organic flesh colored stuff, I love Tim Gore. He's the man for me right now. Oh, Samurai one? Yeah, I saw that. It was a big hit. All right, let's do a little bit of water, a little splash of water. And let's do some reducer. It's funny, when I was painting, I'm like, I don't know, it's like, how fast is it going to go? And now, what was the next color? Was Surgery Sienta. I love his names. They're so fun. When you have to name colors, you have to, it just can't be Sienta. It's got to be Surgery. It's like he has so many different colors. You have to start coming up with names. Like the when the paint companies come up with paint names, it's like it's very. I'm sure they're going to use AI now, so to name things. this looks so good. I don't know, this, I can't, maybe we'll see, maybe you guys can see it better over here. Let me see this, let's try this. It's like the modeling on it. It's like, it's, see, there's so much going on in here now. It's so much, it's like, it's a little bit more muted. It's like, if I had, I wish I had like something I painted before. You can see like just how much layering is happening, but it looks less. Yeah, you guys can see there's so much happening. Yeah, the video doesn't pick it up. Can't really. It's all the lights. It's just too much auto balancing and things happening. All right, I'm gonna do 2 drops here. Beep. Beep. All right. Mix it up. And we're going to do the same thing again. I'm going to spatter it. This has been fun, guys. I'm learning like you guys. When I usually do video, you're learning so much stuff. I'm learning with you right now. There's a German Jewish comedian who made a Bob Ross spoof and named some colors. Hilarious. All right, here we go. I'm going to dip in here. Let's get this back a little bit. I'm going to dip my brush in the Surgery Sienta. I'm going to this. Here, hold this. I think that's still. This still needs. Yeah, it's not. Hold on, guys. It's not dry enough yet. Let me use this dry real quick. Hold on. Yeah, it was still a little wet. Before I started spraying the colors, I want to make sure your other colors are dry before you start throwing other colors on. Okay, now let's spatter it very lightly with that surgical sienta, whatever it was called. There you go. There you go. Ooh. Less is more. here. Oh, so good. Subtle, subtle, subtle. Like this. And spatter. Back here. Oh, sorry guys, forgot to switch the cameras. Sorry, like, what's Ted doing? We can't see it. But yeah, it's so fun to keep it all subtle. I want to hit the face a little bit more. I didn't hit the face that much, so. All right. Let me grab this and dry it really quick. Okay. Kill this for a second. All right, everybody. Grab the microphone. There you go. Sorry, guys, trying adjusting. Thanks again for everybody hanging out with me today. This looks so. Here, let me bring this so you guys can see this. This looks so cool. All right. Again, you can see all the it's not as flush as it was, right? And if you get close to it, see, there you go. You can see all the colors on it, the spattering and things like that. It's bringing it down, meeting a little bit more. And this is just a base. Yeah, I got. I have two more colors. I have Coagulate Crimson and Blunt Trauma Umber. All right, and then after that we put a transparent base. What I'll do is I'm probably gonna do a little stuff off camera because I want to get the base done on the head and the neck, and then after that is the airbrushing. So this is all of this. I was trying to get the base done today, but by next Sunday I'll have the base done, all the base colors done, and we're gonna start airbrushing the modeling around the nose and the eyes. And that's where everything starts going. That's where I'll pull out the Iwata airbrush and start using some technique on that. And do some more research. I gotta watch. His video got me up to this point, but I gotta watch more videos Tim Gore's painting techniques. Everybody, this was so fun, and thanks for hanging out, and thanks for the donations. Again, it was very nice, you guys. Springtime for Blur and Germany. Gotta run. Okay, Tanya, thanks for hanging out, Tanya. Ryan Reynolds, Will Ferrell, and Jim Carrey named some. Bob Ross did pull. Oh, very okay. Check it out. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up with chat right now. History of the World Part 2 bet was bad. Dude, space. Not to be mean, guys, but Spaceball's gonna be awful. It's Spaceball 2. It doesn't need to be made. Just let it go. All right. That timing and that comedy, the stuff you can't do anymore. It's like it just doesn't work. It's Kathy says, thank you for tutorials and teaching and patience in the process. Kathy, thank you so much. Again, guys, if you really want to learn more about this, check out Tim Gore over at Cratex. Cratex has some good videos with Tim Gore. So I was looking for painting, and I've been wanting to sit down with him to paint, and I never had the opportunity. Now with the power of YouTube, I just was able to do it and watch him. Yeah, he can make it, Becky. It's just saying. I don't have any hopes. It's a thing you can't. It's just the '80s, different time, guys. Different time. It's yeah. Anyway, I love Mel. He's brilliant. He can do what he wants. All right. Everybody, thank you so much for watching, hanging out with me today. I will be back next Sunday. Oh wait, no, I will not. I'm sorry. I will be at. Yeah, Naked Guns looks promising. I didn't like this first one, but I know, terrible. Really quickly, I will be at Anime Expo judging next weekend. Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be a big action pack. I think you do it on Saturday, but I think I'll be there Sunday as well too, just to talk and hang out. Yeah. If you guys do, be sure to follow me on social media. If you guys aren't following me there, please go me on Instagram, TikTok. It's all listed, everything listed below. Please, while you're at it, don't forget to go to my website, eviltedsmith.com, where I sell patterns, and I have tutorials on YouTube. But I also have patterns. And when you're shopping through Amazon, please go through my Amazon links. If you buy something, it doesn't have to be Amazon. It doesn't have to be cosplay related. But if you're shopping, use my link. Helps me keep. I get a little kickback from that and buying patterns. So everybody, thank you so much. I will catch you not this week, the week after, and we'll get back on the Feral Ghoul and get this thing done. I really want to get this costume done because I can't wait to wear it. All right. See you all. See you next time. Take care and catch you back next time right here